Oh, it's time. Time to get radical.
Viewer discretion is advised.
So Google has made their big move into gaming. The Google Stadia, which a lot of people are calling the Netflix for gaming. When people think Netflix for gaming, a lot of people think about Game Pass, which is an optional thing you can get on Microsoft, where you can play about 100 or so games each month for a fee. I think it's also $9.99. I'm not sure, but the Google Stadia is basically this controller right here, and I don't know all the details, but basically you're going to be able to use this controller, and if you get on the service and your internet connection speed is high enough, I think they require like a minimum 15-20 megabytes per second, which a lot of people, maybe most people hit that, but a lot of people are not going to be out of the gate able to use this right here, especially if you have data caps. Then, well, this is not for you. But a lot of people have shown interest in this, and I want to tell you how I feel about it. Well, I got mixed feelings on this. On the one side of it, for people maybe that don't want to invest a lot of money in, expensive consoles, or beefing up your PC to play recent games. Like, what are some of the games here? I'll read you a list of the games that they have verified it's going to be on this. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Borderlands 3, Baldur's Gate 3, The Crew 2, Darksiders Genesis, Destiny, Doom Eternal, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Final Fantasy 15. A lot of games here. Mortal Kombat 11, NBA 2K, Power Rangers for some reason. Yeah, we want Google Power Rangers, Rage 2. A lot of these games which are very intensive graphically, that you might need a very expensive PC setup to play. But yeah, this item is probably for a lot of people that maybe for one low fee a month want to have access and play a lot of these games. A lot of people are afraid that this might actually replace gaming as we know it. They're ringing the alarm bells. I don't think so. That's why I say I have mixed feelings. On the one side of it, there's a lot of people that maybe just don't want to put a whole lot of money down on beefing up their gaming rig or getting an expensive console. Maybe they're, casual gamers. They don't play a whole lot of things, but they want to, play the most recent games. I think that's a small sector of people. I think most people actually kind of want to buy a console or have a PC and build it and own, and have ownership. That's the key here, because you don't own any of this stuff, any of these games. It's like you're getting on a service, same way you don't own any of the movies on Netflix. The thing is, though, the thing that separates something like Netflix from this is, when it comes to Netflix, most people only want to watch a movie once or twice. Like most people generally. But when it comes to games, a lot of people, they want to own Borderlands 3. They want to own Assassin's Creed Odyssey. They want to own these things. And the concept of ownership these days, it's not what it used to be. Sure, in gaming we have the graphics are a lot better, and a lot of things have moved forward, and that's a great thing. But I tell you what, I tried to play NBA 2K19, and I got an error message. Apparently, I've done some reading, it's not an online-only game, because I thought, Madden and 2K, those are sports games. I understand Destiny 2 being online-only, but why are these games not saying that and getting this error message? Apparently, I read that you have to download a update to further play the game. So, let's say if your internet connection is out, and mine's, went out a couple times, I'm SOL if I want to play a certain game. What's more annoying to me than anything that we have to deal with now that we didn't have to deal with in the 360 era is huge updates to games. In some cases, like Forza and Halo, it's like a 50 or more gigabyte upload. So right now, you still have ownership, but it's slowly going away. The illusion of game ownership is slowly going away. So when we go into this, like I said, I don't think it's going to be anything that threatens Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo. I don't think they're shaking in their boots over Google Stadia, because a lot of people do want to have the semblance of ownership, even though, like I said, when a lot of things getting online only, I look at my copy of Destiny 2 and I'm like, do I really own it? it's like limited. It's like limited. You look at some of your copies of these online only games. So the illusion of ownership is there in a lot of cases. But I don't know. I just don't know how to really feel about it. I mean, on the one side, it's good for a lot of people that maybe, aren't hardcore gamers and they maybe just want to pay one small fee a month to, to get their game on. In the way a lot of people want to watch movies, but don't want to maybe, buy every movie for their collection. But on the other side, ultimately, it's just it's kind of a jip, because you don't own any of this stuff. You log into a server, you play things, but you don't own that stuff. And with gaming, like I said, gaming different from movies, people want to go back to their games. I have lots of games that I love going back to play, even though after I beat the games, because it's different than a movie, in my opinion.